So our number 5 presenter, Gina Johnson, is passionate about helping individuals and businesses realize their potential for growth and helping them achieve these goals. Gina is a businesswoman and a life coach at Blueprint in St. Joseph. So let's welcome her. Is she on this side? Sorry, Gina.
During the year of 2009, I went through some pretty big changes that were emotionally challenging for me, to say the least. And it was at that time that I realized I'd put way too much time focusing on other people and not enough time really focusing on and taking care of myself. One of the biggest challenges that I faced at that time was the death of my dad. My dad had always been someone that I had confided in. He'd always been there for me, someone I had fun with, someone that really taught me a lot in life, and there was a big empty feeling when he was gone. Along with that, I also had some other big changes going on, and what happened was I let all of this negative stuff really affect my outlook, and I became very negative on the inside. I read a lot of books like Blasphemy and filled my mind with negative things. But in all seriousness, I let those external events really influence the course of my thinking. It was like I jumped into this big black hole of negativity. And what I learned was that negativity bred negativity. You know, at first I thought that, oh, if I could just think my way out of this, negative thoughts, maybe it'll get better. But no, it just led to more negative actions and negative people. And it led to a lot of unhappiness. Luckily, I didn't want to stay there. And I decided that I was going to do something about it, but I knew that I couldn't just tell myself to do something about it. I had to take action. So I challenged myself to find 10 good things a day. I opened a Twitter account and called it Good Things, and I posted 10 good things on that account each day. Well, that sounded like a great idea at first, but I quickly learned that finding 10 good things to post that are interesting to other people too is a lot easier said than done. I had to go out looking for those things. I couldn't just wait for those things to cross my path. And I also learned I had to start creating some good things in life too. So what I had to do was come up with a better plan, though, in order to make this work. And in order to come up with that plan, I had to define what good things really meant to me. And instead of just looking at the plan on that sheet, I had to go out and find those good things. I started thinking about things I was interested in before I'd become kind of negative. And I came up with things like music and self-help stuff and riding my bike. And so then in order to execute this plan, I decided to dedicate an hour each morning to looking online for things from those categories. And then I expanded that practice to going out and doing that same thing in every other environment that I was in throughout the day. Now, I wish I could say that, this was a quick fix and, I instantly felt better, but no, that wasn't the case. I really felt like I was just going through the motions at first, and I wanted to quit. And I found myself telling myself what I often would tell other people, that really wasn't about how I felt at that time, that different actions were going to make different feelings. And sure enough, that was the case. I really did start feeling a lot better. And the reason that I started feeling a lot better is this provided a framework for my thinking. It wasn't about ignoring the negative things in life or blocking them out. It was about learning how to deal with them in solution-focused ways, but then also learning how to move on to find those good things that I like. And the second reason it worked is it connected me with a lot of people. A lot of people started reaching out once I started posting on Twitter and saying, hey, I really like this page. It's really helping me out, and they were sharing their good things with me too. In fact, some kind of special things happened, I think. There was a guy from Australia who wrote me a letter and said that his wife had been having a really hard time, and that the Good Things page really helped her to get through that rough time on a daily basis. At this time, I realized that I was transforming, not necessarily into Optimus Prime, but not a Decepticon either, so that's good. I really felt like I was not just feeling better inside, but I was also relating with people in different ways too. I started connecting with them through positive things rather than negative stuff. And it was at this time that I stumbled into Surface 51 and met the great people there. While I was working on a project with them unrelated to this, the whole time I was thinking, wow, these are the perfect people to do something more with this Good Things project. I could see that they really got it without me even talking to them about it. And really more important than that is I started to develop a relationship with them, and I trusted them, and I started sharing with them some ideas of what I'd like to do with this Good Things project, to try and inspire other people to live, and be driven by their passions and interests rather than by their problems. And so what we came up with is a social networking site, and we developed a social networking site. It came out in March, I think it was. It's called mygoodthings.com. And it's free. Anyone can go there and post good things that you find. Because what I was finding is that a lot of people were telling me, oh, well, that's a great idea to post those things on Facebook or Twitter, but I get a lot of negative feedback, and people will make snarky remarks to me, and I just don't want to open myself up to that. So this is a safe place. And like I said, anyone can go and post anything that you want that's good or that you think is good. One of the things I like the most about it is it's almost universal appeal. Kids like it, adults like it, businesses like it. This is an adults page. Actually, this is someone I met on Twitter a couple of years ago, and we've got to know each other and stayed in touch, and she's promoted My Good Things on her blog. And she will often tell me that it's a place that she frequents when she's having a bad day. She knows that she can count on Good Things to find something to pick her up. Actually, businesses use it too to help improve employee morale. Like this business posts different videos or links to articles that they think that their employees would find helpful or beneficial in some way. Really, Good Things is more than a Twitter account, and it's more than a website. It's really a way of life. It's a way of living so that you balance, like I said, the positive with the negative. You learn to continue to pursue your passions and interests while dealing with the negative stuff in solution-focused kind of ways. Surface 51 came up with that be the bright side, and I always like to think of it like, yeah, it's about being the bright side, not just thinking or seeing the bright side.